Today I'm up at Haldon Forest and I'm going to be shredding some of the off-piste trails with Henry MTB. So today we're going to be exploring a few of the off-piste trails which I didn't actually know about. We're also going to be riding some of the ones which I've known really well, but I haven't got such a good video on. They'll be coming out soon on how to find them and what they're like to ride in more depth. If you want to find any of the trails that I'll be riding today, they should be in the description or should come up in the top corner of your screen. So now let's finally start shredding. So to start off the ride, we went to around the Dead Dog Trail area and had a shred down there. At Haldon there's really loads of trails that you can pick from. Although they're not fully official, they're definitely worth riding. They're fast, fun, and some sections a little bit sketchy.
That corner.
So looking around the area of this trail, we actually found a load of trails lead into it. So the feature that we found here was like a mini on and off feature. So it's pretty fun to ride and it's pretty fast. It gives you a load of speed for the trail ahead. Maybe a little bit too much at sometimes. So next up, a steep, slippy descent. So I was actually the first to ride this, and I decided to go very slow and control it. Second time I was a little bit faster. Now let's see how Henry does. He rode it amazingly as well. Now let's push back up to the very top and see what other features we could ride. So this feature we found wasn't too steep, but was pretty good fun.
Okay, you ready?
So once we arrived at the top, we decided to head straight back down to ride a fresh, lone trail. So this was Henry's first time riding this trail, and it was amazing fun. Riding this trail, it led us perfectly into the bottom section of Enduro Stage 1. After riding to the very bottom of Enduro Stage 1, we decided to hit a brand new trail. It was around the same area as Enduro Stage 1 and it was amazing to ride. I'm surprised I haven't come along this trail before, but I'm definitely going to be riding it more. One thing that I have noticed with my GoPro is the stabilisation's nowhere near as good in the dark.
Ooh, that was close.
So while we're riding this trail, I thought, why not make a mini edit? Here it is. Now let's move on. So as Henry showed me an off-piste trail, I thought, why don't I show him one? It wasn't really the best.
Okay. Smile for the camera though. There we go. Okay.
There we go. Okay, give me a minute.
So after for some reason never finding my off-piste trail, we decided to head over to Enduro Stage 2 and shred this trail. So I've ridden this one loads before and it's an amazing trail. It's fun, fast and flowing. So whenever there's the next enduro race up here at Haldon, they usually take it down this stage. So hopefully this year or next year there'll be one, and hopefully it'll be down this stage. So I'm trying to practice and get fast down it. Henry was taking the slight shortcut lines, but I don't know yet whether they'll actually be allowed in the race or not. So this section is probably actually my least favourite section of the trail. It looks fun, fast, and a little bit sketchy in places. I find that I relax too much, and then I don't do so well for the rest of the trail. I think Henry's slightly better at this stage, as he seems like he's going a little bit faster and finds the rest of the trail a little bit easier than me. But the only way to tell it is by racing it. Although we're not going to do that today, another time we should be. This bottom section is probably the hardest part of the trail. In sections it's very off camber and you almost slide off the trail. I've done this quite a few times before and I find it really hard to get better at. So to finish off the day shredding, Henry decided to show me down a fresh section which leads into the bottom of Enduro Stage 1. So I've actually never ridden this before and it was definitely worth riding. Although it's quite hard work and you need a good level of fitness, it's really fun. So Henry's quite a bit fitter than me, and I found I was working quite hard to catch up with him. So if you haven't ridden this section before, it's definitely worth riding. It's technical, fun, and amazing. Although it's definitely not for the more beginner riders. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. As I mentioned at the start of the video, all the links for all the trails that I rode will be linked down below, except the ones which I haven't made videos for. Make sure to comment down below if you prefer this type of videos, or if there's any improvements you think I should make. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my video next week.